Yo, what's good, y'all, man? We got all evidence that Wanda is the main villain of Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. You know what I'm saying, though? So, hey, he about to tell us, you know what I'm saying, why she is, though, man. You know, I'm about to put my input in them motherfucker. You know what I mean? But, hey, she crazy, though. I ain't gonna lie. Bottom line, she crazy as hell, though. Wanda, you know what I mean? Cool now, you know what I'm saying? Cute, beautiful, man. All that other shit. But you know what I'm saying, toxic as hell for you crazy. Like, sub, and yeah, let's get it.
Guys, and welcome back to Cosmic Culture. You know the drill. It's the channel where we talk all things major movie, television news, theories, breakdowns, and much, much more. Today, I have a video that was sparked by an online scooper who goes by the name of My Time to Shine. Hello.
Yeah, that's that name. Time. I don't know what he do. Man, they got shit right now. He got some shit right. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what he do. You know what I mean? I don't be people business like that. But he be, you know what I mean? He be on that shit though. You know what I mean? He on Reddit. Reddit, I mean, you know what I'm saying? But that's good. That's smart. He on Reddit. You know what I'm saying? People on Reddit, y'all smart. Because you ain't gonna get targeted by copyrights and all that shit. You know what I mean? I don't be ready like that hard, but I know that they don't mess Reddit over there. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of people post over there type shit. But he be nailing it down though. You know what I mean? No cap. He be, you know what I mean? He be like, yeah, this gonna happen, and boom. 2 weeks ago, yeah, this happened. You know what I mean? So he be on this shit though. No cap.
We use their sources frequently here on the channel because their track record is very, very amazing. They tweeted this yesterday. So just want to make sure people are aware Wanda is the villain in Doctor Strange 2, right?
Damn, so he just said it like that? Shit. I know he got a Twitter, but he do got like that's the but he do got a Reddit though. That's his Reddit, you know, that's a Reddit, you know, thing. But he probably did make a Twitter too, so yeah. Damn. Villain.
Now,
but is she the main well, she probably is the main villain. So the two of Doctor Strange, what you call them, variants, they ain't the villain type shit. Or they just probably like a side villain. You know, movies having side villains till the climax get higher and higher. Then that's the main villain. Boom, right there. You know, type shit. But yeah, so they ain't the villain. I mean, not the two, but the one that look like him. And that said at the trailer, like, hey, things got worse or some shit. He said, you know, at the end of the trailer. So I don't know. Maybe he's a side villain. But we know Wanda's a villain because you know y'all saw Wanda and what's that motherfucking show called? Vision. WandaVision. Y'all don't know she a villain. You know, at the end of the goddamn trailer.
On the channel, I've done a few videos talking about different plot leaks highlighting the sinister and very evil things Wanda will be doing in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and I actually get a ton of pushback from you guys as the community and as fans of Marvel saying that no, Wanda isn't the main villain.
Oh, y'all do? Y'all be damn. I mean, that's why she look like she a villain because I mean on the trailer she was attacking somebody in the facility, yeah, type shit. But yeah, she was attacking somebody, some glow motherfucker. You know, so some people saying Iron Man, you know what I'm saying, a variant Iron Man, or some people saying Nova, you know, whatever the shit, you know what I mean, type shit. But yeah, she was attacking somebody. So, I mean, in the trailer, it looked like she was a villain. You know what I mean? You see her doing this, you know, all that. You know what I mean? You could tell you know what I mean, the villain. Just look at the goddamn trailer. You know what I mean? Wanda ain't saving people. She blowing shit up.
This isn't true. That's not true. How could they possibly do that? And I actually get the feeling that a lot of people genuinely don't believe that Wanda is the main villain. Like if you had to take all of the bads and put them into one story plot here, that Wanda is the main villain.
I mean, but yeah, you can see by the main trailer. I mean, they probably did watch the main trailer, but they probably don't believe it though. But I about to say, if people don't believe, you just gotta watch the movie like Spider-Man. You know what I mean? I ain't believe it's 3 Spider-Man style solid shit. I'm like, oh goddamn, 3 Spider-Man. You know what I mean? So it's like same with this one. You know what I mean? You know, and of course they're gonna do another trailer. You know what I'm saying, for you know what I'm saying, to get the, you know, movie out there and shit. But yeah, You know what I mean?
Of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. In today's video, I've compiled all of the evidences that we have pointing towards Wanda absolutely being that main villain in this upcoming Doctor Strange sequel. Now, keep in mind, I don't want Wanda to be the villain. I don't want her to be the big bad. I don't want her to have all the blame and have this negativity coming off of her and her character. However, I do believe that this is the case, and I'm going to try to explain the best I can why it seems to be that way. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't. We do and are doing tons of theories, rumors, leaks here on the channel for Doctor Strange, Thor, Love and Thunder, DC films, and many other major projects releasing this year and years to come. So turn on the notification bell and don't miss out on our daily uploads. Okay, because I'm getting a ton of grief from you guys in the comment section down below in the few videos that I did put together talking about Wanda being a villain, I want to reiterate, I don't want Wanda to be a villain. And
yeah, I do. Me. I do.
And I'm probably going to root for her regardless of her status, whether she's a hero, an anti-hero, a villain, or just a third party existing on her own. But the overwhelming evidence from many big players who give good leaks, the evidence from the trailers, and just our general understanding of the comics and the current status of the MCU really is putting Wanda in the I'm the big bad of Doctor Strange 2 box. And let's start with number 1. Wanda is searching for the one thing that she can't seemingly obtain. We got a vision of the reality she wants in WandaVision, and it included her kids. We saw at the very end that she was using the Darkhold and heard her kids screaming, what we are assuming from a different multiverse, from a different reality. The kids that she had in our MCU timeline were not real. She completely created them on accident, but then she learned who she was, that she was the Scarlet Witch, that really she can have and do anything that she wants. And quite frankly, in my opinion, she is the most powerful and capable individual currently in the Marvel.
Yeah, so far though, she is though. So far, you know what I mean?
Marvel Cinematic Universe. Okay. Now, statistically and throughout the comics, Wanda's willing to do anything it takes to get her kids. There are several different comic book runs where she's just completely destroyed people in order to obtain that family and that ideal lifestyle that she never gets. And it's very sad and it's very tragic. And her goal isn't to be bad. It isn't to have power. It's simply to have her kids. But because of the level of power that she possesses.
Yeah, you know, so she ain't gonna lie. She got deep to them kids though. Them kids got deep to her, you know what I mean? So now she powerful and shit. You touch them kids, like if I touch them kids, folks, hey, I should just say goodbye, say GG. You know what I mean? GG's to the chat, you know what I mean? Type shit, cause I'm gone. You know what I mean? Cause you don't mess with no motherfuckers, no cat.
Possesses, and honestly, from the comics, the times that her mind just snaps and causes reality to change in an instant, she does.
Yet another ad ruining your viewing experience? Well, make it the last time it does in 3 quick steps. Visit adblocker360.com. Click ad.
Cause such a threat to everybody around her, constantly changing reality, and in this case, in Doctor Strange, purposely trying to manipulate the multiverse and those around her in order to achieve her goal of having her kids, and maybe even Vision. We haven't heard much about White Vision or Vision returning.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he just went up in the air. I mean, not air, but he just went up and just flew. But that's a Vision we all know from the MCU that came back in his brain and shit. You know what I mean? Not brain, but you know that. Yeah, type shit. But yeah, so I don't know. Like, that he might come back on WandaVision season 2 or different. Is it making season 2? I don't know yet. But yeah, he gonna come back. So I don't know. We ain't gonna come back. Shit.
For this film, but I'm sure that's something she's also hunting for. If she knows the multiverse exists, she knows Vision also exists in.
Oh yeah, true that. Yep.
One of those different multiverses. So number 1, right off the bat, her kids, her motivation, the reason that she will do anything and everything within her very, very, very strong power to have those kids really does already put her on the top of the chopping board for somebody who's going to backstab Doctor Strange, backstab the Illuminati, and anybody that gets in her way from having those kids. Number 2, her power in WandaVision, yet again, which is where we're learning a lot about her as a character, Wanda as a character, and the Scarlet Witch and what she's capable of doing. She's realized the power she actually does possess, and it was taught to her by Agnes in a very brief interaction and fight during the finale of the episode. But we did see, once she started to realize how her power was working, once she started to realize that she was the one altering reality in Westview.
Yeah, when she woke up, you know what I'm saying, towards like the end, you know, that's when she woke up, she's like, oh shit, I am controlling it. You know what I mean? Then that's what, you know what I mean?
She didn't originally. She made it very clear that she was fine protecting that reality that she accidentally created. We got a decent glimpse of this when she walked outside of Westview, interacted with the Sword agents, and that was a warning shot. She straight up said, leave us alone, or it will be worse. And I think that's demonstrated. On top of that, by the time WandaVision was over, she realized she was a Nexus being. It was explained to her that she's more powerful than the Sorcerer Supreme. And I don't think she either had the confidence to wield this power originally or the knowledge that this even existed. And now that she has an idea of it, and we've learned the roots of her powers come from an Infinity Stone, and already what I'm going to call mutant DNA, even though it's not the mutants, because in the MCU, Wanda's not a mutant, but she has already
she's not mutant, though.
Differently structured DNA that gives her these magical and mystical abilities that once fused with this Infinity Stone has created an ultimate being who is all-powerful. And if you couple her power with her desire and motivation to have kids, and her bloodthirsty willingness to move mountains and multiverses to get to them, you have somebody with motivation and capability of doing some very evil things. Number 3, plot leaks. Now, there are a ton of different plot leaks, several of which are coming from people who on this channel I would consider very reliable. Many of them we've been talking for several months now, pre-trailer, including the whole Illuminati involvement. We knew the Illuminati was coming long before they teased it in the Super.
Yeah, they teased. They saw Fast Ass came in that bitch. We were like, he said some shit. I forgot what he said, but yeah, I was like, oh, so Illuminati is right. It is true.
Super Bowl trailer.
But I was excited when I heard his voice. I was excited. I know that a lot of people was too. Like I was excited when he was back. I was like, yes, we got him back. For this one movie, we got him back. Type shit. Oh, that's other movies, but probably this one movie.
And we were all very excited to see it, but it comes with some ideology. It came with some photos. Originally, we saw concept art that released showing a professor.
Oh yeah, I saw this shit too. Yep. Y'all nailed that shit too. Y'all, cause a lot of people were saying this shit way before the trailer came out, or even the trailer came out. And y'all was doing these pictures, so y'all people know y'all shit. So that's why I go to y'all, man. You know, y'all be knowing y'all shit. Don't care.
Professor X and Doctor Strange in handcuffs. We also saw from the same artist and the same leakers concept art of Wanda killing the Illuminati or fighting with different members of the Illuminati.
Shit. I ain't
this can also be seen in the trailer. So we know from one plot leak she's going to wipe out the Illuminati.
Yeah, and you can tell by the building too. When in the trailer they showed the building collapsing. I think that's the hideout that she fucking up. You know what I mean? So she probably is gonna kill everybody in that building.
Don't know for specific if she's going to kill all of the members of this Illuminati or if she's going to defeat them in absolute awe and easily. But regardless, somebody who's destroying the Illuminati, who are seemingly set up to protect the multiverse and bring in Doctor Strange and probably Wanda in order to find out what these guys are doing and what are they doing to the multiverse and here are the issues that you are causing, then we can kind of see this isn't a good person. If there exists an order, a team like the Avengers, then somebody comes and destroys them. This team stands for good. That person that destroys the Avengers or attacks the Avengers, goes against what the Avengers stand for, is a bad person. The Illuminati stands for something good. Order in the multiverse, protection of the realms of each individual who is representing the multiverse. And although they may not all be good people necessarily, because we don't know who makes up the multiverse, the team of the Illuminati stands for something good. So to fight against the Illuminati, which is a plot leak, which at this point I 100% believe is going to be in the movie, that also makes you a villain. You're going against something that is good, a team that stands for something good, that has structure set up, and Wanda's going full disestablishment with that entire idea. I do also have a personal theory that when Professor X says we should tell him the truth, it's in regards to Wanda. and what she has been up to, what she's doing behind the scenes, because I believe, and we have read in different plot leaks, that she's manipulating everybody around her so that she can get to her kids who have been calling to.
Facts. That's what she did with that show. She what you call manipulate people type shit. Just give them kids, no cap.
We're from the multiverse. So Professor X, who's very all-knowing and a very intelligent individual, says to Doctor Strange, hey, Wanda's not doing good things, and it's probably somewhere around here where Wanda and Doctor Strange go their separate ways. Wanda destroys the Illuminati, Doctor Strange manages to get away with America Chavez, and we head towards maybe the third act of the film where Wanda is heading towards her destination and Doctor Strange and America Chavez now have to stop her. That part for me is more of a theory. I do believe that's what Patrick Stewart's character, Professor X, is going to want to tell Doctor Strange. It makes the most sense. It's a huge secret. Doctor Strange doesn't seem to know that Wanda's using America Chavez and Doctor Strange in order to translate through or navigate the multiverse, and she doesn't have good intentions. So Doctor Strange needs to be told this by the protectors of the multiverse, and it all heads downhill from there. And from here we can
when he asks for help, all hell break loose, no cap.
Go to number 3, part 2, which is more plot leaks, and this was a recent one that we were talking about here on the channel, and that is that she is the reason that America Chavez gets introduced into the MCU. The plot leak specifically talks about how Wanda is using the Darkhold in order to send different type of demonic creatures to America Chavez. She's destroying her homeworld and she's causing all sorts of problems. We've read about America Chavez that she makes her way to the MCU, meets Doctor Strange because where she's from has become uninhabitable by different demons who are attacking it. She makes her way to Doctor Strange and they meet during the Gargantos scene, and that's when they become acquainted. America Chavez's abilities are to create star-shaped portals that allow her to move through the multiverse. That's how she gets to the MCU. She's not from the MCU. Wanda, on the other hand, knows what America Chavez's powers are, and Doctor Strange goes and seeks out the help of Wanda in order to try to bring some order to the multiverse, knowing she's a very strong and capable being. And Wanda, obviously, doesn't tell Doctor Strange that she's trying to get to America Chavez so that she can also go through the multiverse. She doesn't possess the powers, or at least the know-how, as to how to go through the multiverse. So she needs America Chavez in order to do that. Again, she's manipulating the people around her. She's manipulating Doctor Strange, and she's manipulating America Chavez so that they can get to the center of the multiverse where she thinks she's going to be able to find her kids. This manipulation, again, is part of what Professor X, I believe, has to tell Doctor Strange, as we should tell him the truth. And again, manipulating those around you is not something that makes you a good person. And that ultimate fight scene from the Illuminati, back through Doctor Strange, America Chavez, they're going to part ways with the Scarlet Witch. And here is where we get to the third act, where she truly does become the villain, because her identity of being a villain has been revealed by Patrick Stewart. Number 4, the Darkhold. She has the Darkhold, which is not a good book. In fact, it's a very nasty book.
Yeah, she got that dark book, man. She got that evil book from that. What's the lady name? I forgot, but yeah, she got that book.
It's a dark book called the Darkhold, and using it can give you a false sense of power and give you drunk understanding of power. You know, you've ever heard the
you could tell when she was, I'm telling y'all, she was evil from the jump. But when we watched that in credit scene with that show, you could look at her. You just flip through pages. No cap, I'm telling y'all, man.
Expression drunk on power, drunken with power. That could be where Wanda is. Now, there's a lot of talk of her potentially being possessed by a Mephisto or Cthulhu type character, which has happened in the comics. I don't personally believe that they're ready to head down that route. It might be introduced or it might be hinted at, but we're not going to see at the end of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness Cthulhu or Mephisto, unless it's some type of very subtle tease or Easter egg that there is an involvement there, so that we can start transitioning into the darker MCU, where we will start getting the Sons of Midnight and other characters like Blade, Moon Knight, things of that nature. However, even if it is true that the Darkhold is possessing Wanda to make her do these bad things, she's still the villain, because in the movie we're going to be seeing her do these actions she's going to be the individual that Doctor Strange and America Chavez are trying to stop.
Yep,
and if there is a reveal later on that she was possessed, it will have to do with future films and not Doctor Strange. And I'm completely fine with that, and if that is the case, it will vindicate Wanda from being completely evil. Even though she's using her powers to get to her kids, it's possible that the kids she's trying to get to are fake, and that is the possession. She still made the choice and the decision to attack and to do whatever it takes to get to those kids. So if these characters, a Cthulhu, a Mephisto, or some other type of dark being who has power connected to the dark,
you know, do is kill her ass. That's all you gotta do is kill her ass, man. Just go ahead and kill her.
Cold, is enticing her by pretending to be her kids, by pretending that there is a world where her kids could be hers, she still has to make all of these decisions to get to those kids, and that is what makes her the villain in this movie. Number 5, and the last bit of evidence I want to walk through with you guys, is the House of M rumors. Now, these are mostly theories coming from well-known YouTubers. One started with The Real Rejects. We came up with one here on this channel as well. The idea is that we're getting some kind of House of M storyline. Not exactly the way it would be in the comics, but that the ending of the House of M will lead to the mutants being introduced to the MCU, unlike in the original storyline where she says famously, no more mutants, and the majority of them are actually wiped away from the universe. Very quickly, the belief and the theory simplified is that by the end of this movie, she will introduce mutants, and it's a reverse play on the House of M storyline. But the important part is, in House of M, she's a bad guy. All of the Avengers and all of the existing mutants and X-Men in that comic book series are and originally trying to kill her because she's too powerful and uncontrollable, and she's having these crazy snaps because she lost her kids that is absolutely just distorting and changing reality. So they all go to stop her, and then she finds out from her brother and changes reality again. In this reality, somebody finds out, starts with Wolverine, whose mind heals itself because his mind has been destroyed so many times. And long story short, they go and they try to get everything back. It ends with no more mutants, but they're planning on, or at least hinting on it reversing, and her saying that mutants are now introduced in some form or another. That was a very, very quick and simplified version of that theory. You can check out my video where I highlighted how I think it could happen, or you can check out Greg's at The Real Rejects, also a really cool spin on that theory. But that's 5 very compelling reasons for me, some that are plot leaks from very, very consistent scoopers. Others are just storyline and where we're at, following WandaVision and seeing her at the end and the post-credit scenes with the Darkhold, understanding her new powers, her motivation for her kids. It's a very long list of evidence stacking up against her. Then you want to throw in the scenes from the trailer where she kind of looks like she's just destroying everything in her path, and she's just in a very dark, terrible place and time in her life. Now, there's a rumor going around that she has signed an extension contract with Marvel. This is not confirmed at the moment. I don't think Wanda dies at the end of this movie, and hopefully they're able...
I mean, she's doing all that shit. She gotta die. I'm just being blunt. She doing all that shit, man. You think she ain't gonna die? Well, Marvel gotta wait to like, turn her keep all that up, but we see though, man. We
back from this crazy rampage to get her kids, to realize that her power should be used for good.
Yeah, I'm talking about like this scene right here. They in there, like they ain't fighting
and not evil. We're also getting the Agatha Harkness storyline, which I hope has Wanda involved in it in some way or the other. And
it probably is though, but it's probably gonna talk about basically her, like, you know, her side of the story, or her whatever they do with that shit. I don't know, but yeah, something like that.
Moving forward, the power of Wanda is something that the good guys are going to need on their side. With all that being said, what do you think? Do you think that Wanda is the villain, the big bad?
Yes, she the villain. She the villain of the goddamn movie. God damn it, but she might turn good, but she's still a villain though.
Main villain of
You should ask the question, is she gonna die? 50%.
Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I'll be sure to interact with your guys' comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the updates. Hopefully the Thor Love and Thunder trailer is not too far away. And of course the Batman just came out, so we're having some awesome chats about that happening here on the channel. See you guys on the next one right here on Cosmic Culture.
But yeah though, man, hey, let me know my supporters out there, you know, in the comments. Let me know y'all think she the villain, you know what I mean? The villain of the goddamn movie. Let me know in the comment below. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Let your voice be heard and shit. You know, in the comment down below, let me know if she the main villain. You know what I'm saying? I think she is dope. Part of the movie. She might turn good. You know how Mars be. Mars be like, alright, you could do all that dumb shit. And at the end, you know, turn good and shit. You know what I mean? Type shit. But yeah, let me know, y'all. Like it up, sub my channel, and yeah. Alright. Peace.